we get ready for the day line dance, normally we would do a quick warm up to the song that we're going to use, but because as we're moving back in time, the costumes are getting more elaborate and they take a little more time to prepare. So we are just going to jump right into the line dance. But a quick note on a quick historical note, just on the fashions of the time, because that very much affected the dance styles. So see, the skirts are somewhat smaller than they were in the next decade that we had yesterday, but you still had a lot of layers of petticoats and things underneath, so they were still pretty heavy. There's not a lot you could do, but in the 1830s, things were a little more staid. 1840s, things got livelier and people started really doing like fun, energetic dances. And it started to depart a little bit away from that very formal style. So the shoes were, there was no left and right generally at that time, and I've got on ballet shoes to represent. They're just usually with flat soles, no heels, and the ears are still usually covered, or at least something was coming down to look as though your ears were covered. And everything was, of course, still very modest. Makeup was, if you wore it at all, it had to be so discreet that nobody knew you were wearing it. So I'm trying to choose a song for each decade. So for those of you who are new here, we are moving back in time. We're just for fun. We started in the present time, and we're actually working our way backwards, and we're all the way to the 1840s today, and we're doing a line dance. So a line dance is a current style which is done solo, no partner required, where you learn short sequence, and you do it to the first wall, and then the next wall, and then the next wall, and the next wall, and so forth for the duration of the song. It's kind of a long one today. It's we're 4 minutes, so we're just gonna keep going, get a little workout before we start the day. So let us get started. So one thing that came into fashion in the 1840s was something called the galop. And the galop, it's kind of similar to the chassé, which we have learned previously. So it's going to be a right, left, right, but this time it's more we're picking up our feet together. So we're keeping our weight again over our right foot, and it's going to be right, left, right, but we're not gathering our feet together. So if it was a chassé, we'd be taking them together. Here we're just going to keep our weight over our right and using that to take ourselves back and forth. And that's going to be our gallop. So if you put your weight over your right, you'll be right in the right position. And we got might change in this on this channel, because I think it helps tremendously in any kind of dance or even things you do in life to know where your weight is distributed. So if your weight is over one foot, then the other foot is free to do whatever it wants. So that will be very helpful in doing pretty much any dance technique. I'm just showing you it from the back to begin with. So we're going to be doing 4 of those in one direction, 4 in the other. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So that is the gallop. And right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So we've finished on our left foot, and then we're going to change our weight to the right leg. And no, I'm sorry, we're not going to do that. We're just going to, when we finish our gallop to the other side, we're going to be just moving our weight, shifting our weight forwards and backwards. So it's not so much you want your whole body there. Since the skirts were long, we're just going to be going a big shift forward, and you can stick out your hip here or around your side, so you get a little sway. So if you're wearing a long skirt, if you happen to be wearing long skirts this morning, they'll have a little bit of movement. So you're going to go forwards, right foot, and then you're going to push your weight back on your left foot, and right and left. So you're really just rocking back and forth from foot to foot. And to make it look a little fancier, if you want, you kind of stick your hip or your side out to the front and your bottom to the back. and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. So far we have our gallop, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, forwards, backwards, and we're almost done. These are quick because we usually get late getting started. You're going to step from here onto your right foot, and then put your left foot to the front. Point. You can either point it if you're so inclined, or just put it to the front. And make sure your weight is very firmly on your right foot, because once you put your left foot in front of you, whether it's point or not, you're going to take that same leg, and you're going to swing it over to the next wall and step on it, and then your right foot is going to come join it. So we've done our 4 sways, and then you're going to step on your right foot, put your left foot to the front, and then swing along to the next wall, step on your left, and gather right to it. So the whole thing is gallop and gallop and gallop and gallop left, and sway, 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 and step, point, left, and right. Last one, so you're stepping on your right. Remember, your weight goes over your right foot so that your left foot is free. You don't have to, if you have weight on your left foot, it's going to be hard to move. So you just put it in front of you, swing it over, step on it, and bring the other foot to join it. And that is all. So I'm just going to do it once in a square, and then we're going to turn the music and do our dance. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and step, point, and to the next side, and to the gallop. Sway, sway, sway. And step, point, and step to the back, and a gallop. And a gallop. And a sway, 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 and step to the right, point, left, step, right. And gallop, and gallop, and gallop, and gallop, and gallop, and gallop. 2, 3, 4, step on the right, tap left, left, right. All right, Flutterflies, let's go straight with the music. Oh, I'm sorry. Note to that is the music is something, especially if you're in this country, you will probably recognize. It's become a folk tune. It was written in the 1840s, but it had very offensive lyrics when it was originally written. So, but it has been adapted over time to just be a nice folk song that I think a lot of people know. If you live here, if you do not, I don't know, but put it in the comments if people do know this song. It's called Oh Susanna. So the version that we are using today is by Mountain Home Country. I discovered actually this morning, and I thought they had a really nice rendition of it. That's what it looks like. And we're gonna wait. We're just gonna kind of do a little bouncing, and then I'm gonna like this, and then we're gonna start. All right, Flutterflies, you're ready. Let me just make sure the volume is turned up, and there you go. Gallop, 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 gallop. Right, tap, left. And to the next side. Fireflies. Thank you so much for being here and traveling this road together and supporting each other on this journey. We will be back soon with more videos. Not only the lives, but we're going to be posting more dance videos, probably today or tomorrow, our usual little short ones. And we're working on a collaboration now, so we're hoping to have that done maybe by next week or the week after, so we can post it so you can all see it. It's pretty exciting. It's a kind of a wonderful, very kind of dramatic poem put to music, and I'm looking forward to having you all seeing it and seeing what you think. All right, my Fireflies, please like and subscribe if you have not already. It helps us out so much. And I am sending all of my love to you, Fireflies. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.